Are you having trouble dropping those last few pesky pounds? The answer to your weight loss woes may actually start right here in the kitchen. I'm so happy to welcome back certified trainer Mike Huber and his lovely wife, Kirsten Huber.
Hi.
So great to have the both of you back on.
It's good to be back.
And if you haven't met Mike before, our certified trainer here, you say something that I think it can really change the lives of a lot of people out there, especially if we struggle to lose those last few pesky pounds. You say ditch the diet, and you know a little something about this because you did some training yourself, but ditch the diet and make a lifestyle change.
Correct.
And why do you say that? The word diet can be kind of scary.
Diet is very scary. What happens is when people start a diet, they can do it for a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, maybe even a month, maybe 2 months, but at some point they're going to fall off that diet. It's very hard to stick with a regimented diet every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you go into eating healthy, think of it as a lifestyle change. Healthy ingredients, healthy food, and enjoy life a little bit, because not all healthy food tastes bad.
Right, and we're about to talk a little bit more about that. And when you think of healthy food, it doesn't always mean vegetables. Today, Kirsten's going to whip us up some turkey chili. Yes, that is healthy for you. That is a good meal that you can eat and keep on track with that lifestyle change. So we heard you are a whiz in the kitchen, and this is something you make at home a lot, right?
Yep, we eat it fairly regularly. Mike enjoys it a lot, and you know, it's a healthy go-to.
Yeah.
And it cooks up quickly if you're in a hurry.
Well, show us what you did here. You've already got some of it in the pan.
Yeah, I've got some onion, garlic, and red pepper. I happen to roast the red pepper. You don't need to do that.
Just got
Basically
that
heating up in the pan, and I am pretty much ready to throw the turkey in now. I'm just going to turn the heat up a little bit.
And now, why turkey and not beef?
Well, first of all, the cholesterol level is a lot less in turkey. It also tends to be leaner. You can buy a lean ground beef. However, this is ground turkey breast. It's 99% fat.
Yeah, and
you
you're just looking for the lean. You can pick that up at your local grocery store.
Yeah, and it's easier to digest than beef is as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're adding that to the roasted pepper, you're adding that to the onion, and then I assume you're just going to let that brown, right?
I'm going to let that brown. I'm going to break it up and let it brown.
It's a little bit of a chili cook-off. So then once you get that brown, well, we'll let that cook for a minute. And Mike, you know, we talk a lot about in our fitness, we have a fitness challenge that's going to be coming up here soon. We're going to introduce you guys to. So we are going to be seeing a lot of you.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking mealtime. And like we said, when you're thinking of those healthy items, it doesn't necessarily mean you've got to stay in the produce aisle. There are so many options when it comes to making that lifestyle change, right?
That's correct. When you go to the grocery store, a good rule of thumb is don't buy anything in a can and try to stay from anything in a box.
Yeah, that's
you know, frozen or fresh
is what you want to do.
Way to go.
Okay. Well, and when it comes to this chili too, you were saying that this is something. What's really great about this is this can be multiple meals. So obviously, when you make chili, sometimes you get a big pot. You know, it's hard to make a small portion of it, really.
Yeah.
But you can, right, Kristen, have this for maybe lunch the next day, or even save it for dinner throughout the week.
Correct, and it freezes really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can freeze it and have it for meals later.
Yeah.
So what did you do now? You've got that in the turkey in the pan.
I'm trying to brown it up. Hopefully that'll start browning up here a little bit. Basically what I want to do is get the pink out of it.
Okay.
And once I have the pink out, then I'll add the spices and let those simmer, you know, for about 20 seconds before I start adding the vegetables.
And let's look at the ingredients again, because overall, I know we just had a graphic up there of the ingredients, but you've got the kidney beans. Does it really matter what type of beans? Can you use anything, or is kidney better than?
You can use a black bean.
Okay.
You know, some people prefer black beans. I happen to use red beans.
Okay, so we've got the olive oil, onion, we've got some garlic, pepper, got that lean ground turkey. Add a little bit of chili powder and cumin you are also going to put in there.
That's
and then
right.
How long does this usually cook for?
Well, once you have all the ingredients in, and then you let it simmer probably about 25 to 30 minutes. What you want to do is let those liquids evaporate a little bit so you can thicken it a little bit.
And you are so health conscious. I was asking you, you know, when we invited Kirsten in here, who does all the cooking at home? Is it you or is it her?
I do the dishes.
Okay, that's a good rule. If you're listening at home and you have trouble with that balance in the kitchen, I'd say whoever spends that time in the kitchen, it's a lot of work to cook meals like this.
Yeah.
So that makes a good balance.
Yeah, I do enjoy cooking them.
How important is the diet, or the actual food that you're eating? Because you talk about exercise, but doesn't the food that you're eating and what you are choosing to put in your body make just as much of a difference?
It's 80% of losing weight or keeping weight off is what you put in your body. And I think we talked about this before, the 80-20 rule.
Right.
20% is the workout to keep the body metabolizing. But the food you put in your body is the most important part of losing weight or trying to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, you don't have to deprive yourself too, which is what I think, you know, depending on what your goals are, it's always going to be a little bit stricter and tighter in the beginning. But as you get towards that goal, you can kind of loosen up a little bit, right?
Yeah, because once you hit your ideal weight, you kind of go into a thing called a maintenance mode, right? So if you want to have a birthday party for your child and there's like all this cake there, enjoy the cake one day. But just remember, come Monday or whatever day after the weekend that you have your cheat day, you know, start getting back into that lifestyle and getting back and eating healthy again.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think a lot of people are afraid to stay committed because they think that they are going to miss out on those celebrations just because they're working on that lifestyle change or diet, but that's not necessarily the case.
No, enjoy life. You know, you don't have to live by the golden, you know, the rule. Enjoy life, and if you want to go out and have a pizza every once in a while, don't tell me.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep that to
Yeah.
ourselves. We're about out of time. I want to make sure we get a look at the finished product here while you're mixing that up. We've got, I'm going to reach over you and grab a bowl here.
Sure.
But you've got the finish in here. You can get a good look at it. It looks beautiful, but this wouldn't be a cooking segment without trying the turkey chili. So I already know it's going to be amazing. But so it's got turkey, you've got the bean, the corn. Oh my gosh, amazing. So there you have it. We'll put the recipe online for you guys. And it tastes good too. That's the best part about it. Kirsten, fabulous job. Thank you so much. As I said, we'll put this recipe online, but we're covering health and fitness. And if you have any questions for us, head online to our website for more at fox4morningblend.com.
All right, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Count your calories, but let's face it, it can be harder than it sounds. Don't worry, there's an app for that. I've got a good one to show you, and it's today's app of the day. Say hello to the calorie counter and diet tracker from MyFitnessPal. Now, I actually use this one, and I love it. And yes, you guessed it, it fits right in with the app we recently showed you here on the show. Now, this app helps tracking calories. You have to log them, of course. It'll help you track them, but you got to put in the work to log them. However, it has a huge database of nearby restaurants, and it breaks down the food on the menu so you can see the calories that each dish has. It's pretty cool. And it even has helpful blogs and healthy recipes for you to read through. It's like a built-in support system. So if you're tracking calories or if nutrition is something important to you, you need to start doing this. Give it a try and see what you think. I like to use it before I order at a restaurant. That way I can look up the calorie counts and I know I'm making healthier choices. And you'd be surprised at how unsavory your favorite dish looks when you find out how many calories it has. Plus, it has a bar scanner, so if you're making food at home, you just scan each item and the nutritional info is added automatically. All right, when the power goes out, you don't have to be down and out. We'll take a look at a brand new generator to get your family up and running fast, just in time for hurricane season.